Geocache Hunter here. I'm going to plant a cache today, and I'm going to show you a little bit of how I do it. You can see I have the cache here with the emblems and the criteria on here. I've got a logbook and a pencil in here, and I have some swag in here. And I'm going to show you what I look for, and then what's a good idea to I'm going to show you where a good place is and where good places are not. Okay, first off, this is the entrance to the park. You can see there's a pavilion over there, and up over here, you can't see them behind the trees, but there's a rock wall that's the restrooms are over that way, where that car is right now pulling around. Pavilion there, there's people fishing there. So that means there's a lot of mugglers on that end of the area. So if the mugglers are going to come this way towards me, we need to find an area where they won't readily see the cache or detect it, because we don't want them getting into it. So what I look for is a hidden spot that a geocacher would be able to use their compass to find that spot. And I like rock outcrops, caves, hollowed out trees, anything like that that we can use as a three-cornered cavern or cave or hideaway. I did see a place down here where that big tree stump is, but it's only covered on one side. Three sides are open, so that's kind of out. I did try to look at this one here. You can see this when you see there was a rock right here. I tried pulling that out, it wouldn't come, but that gives us two sides. If you look on the other side here, you pull that rock out, there's a branch there, but you can still see the container. And that branch is kind of holding that rock in. So I came up here, and you don't want to use dead wood like this. Reason why is because the fishermen come here at night and they fish off the cliffs. Well, at night you want to have a fire, so they come and get the wood from over here and they start a fire. So that means you don't want a wood pile. So what I did find is I did find this place right here. I'm going to show you two or three places. Right here, if you look at this area, you've got a good covering, but there's no top. Okay, if you go over here, there's an indentation, and there's three sides covered. If you look here, you have the same thing, three sides covered. But the people are going to come this way. They're going to come this way, and if it's there, they'll be able to see down into it. Here, with this piece of wood here, they won't be able to see down into it, and you actually have to be on this side of the tree to see it. So that's where I'm going to hide my cache. So let's put my cache in here, like this. We're going to take some weeds. We're going to cover it up so that you can't see it. Now you can't see that at all. Okay, and it still doesn't look like anybody's been here to disturb things. So let's go around the other side here and see. You can't see my cache at all because there's rocks and all kinds of stuff there. Now this stump is dead. That means it's not going to grow. The problem that we have in Hawaii here is the growing season is 24/7, 365 days a week. Okay, now you cannot see that cache there. But your compass will show that it's right there once I get the coordinates. So how do I get the coordinates? Okay, I'm going to put I use a GPS for this, and I'm going to put it on, I'm going to push mark. Mark gives me a number, a flag, a location, an elevation. So what I want is, I want to make sure that that is right on top of the cache. I actually laid that on the stump here, and I know that that is 004. So all I have to do is push enter when it's on the done, push enter, and that gives me 004. Now 004, if I went to find, let's go over to waypoint, and I want to find 004, okay, then I just push enter, and that's going to give me a tracking of where, can't see that, that's going to give me a tracking of where that cache is. So that's number 4. So let's back off a little bit. Let's go back down here a little bit, a few feet. Okay, we're about 50 feet away, so I'm going to say go, and it's going to give me a pink line with a 004 and an arrow and a pin. Hope you can see that. Okay, so all I have to do is follow that. You can see it changed, and I follow it, and it says arrived at cache. So now all I have to do is okay, and page it to my compass. When I put it to my compass, it's going to show me, which is just really bad here. Okay, it shows me that I have 16 feet the way the compass is pointing to go to that cache. So let's go over here. Here's the cache, and it says 9 feet. When the compass starts doing that, when it starts turning around like that, that means that you're right on the cache, because it'll kind of like spin like there's a area. So it says 7 feet, 8 feet. So you got to kind of go with your needle. Anyway, that is the Kenzie State Park cache, and we will go to a different cache, and I'm going to plant another one at Pahoa, where we were at yesterday. And when we go to Pahoa, it's going to be a little bit different, because there's a different environment there. There's a whole different topographical element there. So one of the first things that I'd like to suggest to you, if you decide to geocache or come to places, is just be safe. Make safe decisions. Here in Hawaii, like I said in one of my other videos, is when you're next to the ocean, you never turn your back on the ocean. Never turn your back on the ocean. When you're in a forest like this with trees around, you have to watch what's above you. Because sometimes the wind can blow branches, break branches off, and they'll get stuck in the trees. The wind comes up, those branches come down, they're on you. It's called a widowmaker. You gotta really be careful. We have no snakes in Hawaii, but we do have mongoose. More than likely, the mongoose will run from you, but if you are in a hole that a mongoose is using, they'll attack and they bite you. We don't have rabies in Hawaii, but the
bite really hurts and can get infected, and you can get strep in Hawaii very easily. Just be safe.